Hello Internet, before we start today's review, I've got a promise to keep, and we've reached 18 subscribers, so if you've seen my thank you video, this is for you. "18 subscribers. I'm chuffed. Thank you very much. Today's film is Curse of Chucky. I'm really looking forward to this. If you're a fan of the Chucky Child's Play series, you'll know that it started off in the late 80s as a straight up horror thriller, and has sort of morphed over time in subsequent sequels like The Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky into a more tongue-in-cheek horror comedy affair. I understand this one takes it back a little more to its original roots. I'm very keen to check it out and see if new life can be injected into the Child's Play franchise. Brad Dourif's back voicing Chucky. I love Brad Dourif, so it's going to be great to hear him as well. So let's see what they can do with this. And not now. Okay, let's get on with Curse of Chucky. Well, that was quite the unexpected pleasure. Chucky goes Gothic. I'm going to keep this spoiler free, because if you haven't checked out the movie, I'm going to be recommending it to you. And there's twists and turns aplenty in this that I think you'll appreciate going into completely fresh, as I did. I'd heard very little about this movie, so I think it's best to just let it play out, because it's got a lot of strengths, but an awful lot of those strengths will come from by letting the film wrong foot you. You'll get a lot from this film, I think, if you're not a big fan of the Child's Play series. I think you could probably watch the first one and this one, or you could watch all of them and this one. This is this the sixth? 1, 2, 3. Bride Seed. This is the sixth movie in the franchise, and so this is going to be quite a rarity, because this is such an upturn in quality and such a nice return, in part to the basics of the original, that this could quite possibly be, I'd say this, off the top of my head, and Star Trek 6 are two sixes which are amongst the top 3 strongest in the franchise. Can't remember much about Child's Play 2. Might have to check it out again. I don't know whether it's just a bit of a retread of the first one or not. I wasn't the greatest fan of Bride, and I'll lay my cards on the table. I've not seen Seed of Chucky, so I can't comment. It didn't appeal to me. So when this came along and seemed to be slightly more grounded, I was interested again. It's got a nice Gothic setting. The art direction is lovely. The director of photography has done an excellent job. This is the first of the franchise that went direct to video, I believe. So 5 outings in the cinema is really good going, frankly. I'll probably check that after I've recorded it, and that will be crap, but I believe that's what I read before I stuck the movie on, with the barest minimum amount of research I could be bothered to do. And it's a real shame that this went direct to video, because this is a strong movie. Don Mancini, creator of the characters, writer of all the Child's Play or Chucky movies, still at the helm with this one, directing this one. Excellent direction. Some of the camera angles, some of the movements he uses are absolutely superb. We've got strong performances, an excellent central performance from Fiona Dourif, who is Brad Dourif's daughter. Brad Dourif plays Charles Lee Ray, the serial killer who now inhabits the Chucky doll, so he's the voice of Chucky. She's excellent in it. One of the things that really started pleasing me and continued to please me throughout the movie is that none of the characters do anything particularly stupid. There are twists and there are slight character revelations, but no one's a moron in this. But Chucky is able to do his thing anyway, despite them all acting as they would. And one of the great benefits of this setup is even when one of the characters realizes what's going on, if he or she starts warning people about this doll, their natural reactions are going to be to think that they're crazy and really not pay them any heed. So I was really happy with all the character choices, all the decisions they made. No one, like you got in Scream, no one ran up the stairs when they should be running out the front door. And it's kind of a solid standalone movie right to the end, and then it becomes a little bit of fan service. Now, fan service has a negative connotations to it, but in this case, it works. It treads the line. One of the strengths of a first viewing of this movie is spending. I like the pace of the film, and it takes its time. And for fans of the series, it asks questions of them. When is this a reboot? Is this a soft reboot? When does this take place? How does this tie into the previous films? Does it even tie into the previous films? I'm not going to answer any of those questions. Part of the joy of this that I've just had of watching this movie is seeing all of that unfold. It's really I can't believe I'm saying this. I would if Don Mancini is still at the helm, writing and directing, I would welcome Child's Play 7. Very much so. This is possibly even strong enough to get me to get the rest of the movies. Or, well, I'll probably sleep on it and maybe just get the first one again, because I don't own any of them. I didn't like the direction the series was going. This is course corrected to such a great extent. Weirdly, it's a nice little haunted house movie with Chucky in there instead of a ghost. It's given that Annabelle's going to be coming out soon. The creepy ass looking doll from The Conjuring gets her own spin-off. It's a nice timely reminder for me that that Chucky really is, even though he's a second or third tier and rarely gets mentioned amongst the likes of Michael, Jason, Freddy, understandably so. But ever since '88, Chucky has been doing his creepy ass killer doll thing. The animatronics on some of the dolls is great. Some of them are a little shonky. Some of the excellent creepiest shots for me is when they've fairly obviously got a kid or a small person dressed up as Chucky, just to run along in the background or to be shot from above. So those movements are much more naturalistic, and it's a strong movie. You can hear the surprise in my voice. I'd heard good things about it, but I'm really glad I got that. I picked that up for £3, and it will. It's done its job, because I will probably now drop some cash on some of the other Child's Play movies as well, and would more than likely catch Part 7 if it ever turns up. Way before the price drop for this one. I'm eager for another Chucky movie now, and I never thought I'd say that. So there you go. If you've fallen out of favour with the Child's Play series, I'd say you don't necessarily have to catch up with the ones you haven't watched. You can pick this one up. There's stuff for people who've watched the whole franchise, but it's not vital. It's not necessary. So yeah, if you've fallen out of love with Chucky, Curse of Chucky is definitely the spark to rekindle that fire. I had really good fun with it, and I'm not going to spoil a thing. Oh, apart from, this isn't a spoiler, but there's a sting after the credits. There's some footage after the credits roll. So fast forward through the credits and catch the whole of the movie. It's good fun.